Welcome everyone. I am really excited to chat with everyone today all about product selection for the Amazon Influencer Program. We're just gonna dive in. I'm gonna give people 2 minutes to come on because we are doing a power hour. This is gonna be 1 hour where we're just talking about how to make more money with the Amazon Influencer Program, how to find the best products, how to really make the most of your time, and all that great stuff. So I'm going to say hi to everyone as they're coming on here. Hi, Beth from Oceanside, California. Wonderful. Always love seeing you here. If you guys are here, make sure you say hi. Make sure you give me a little thumbs up. I am going to just put a quick little post in the Facebook group reminding everybody that we are live. And then we're going to get started. So we're live talking about product selection. Yes. Okay, so for everyone who is here, there we go. We've got a little post. Hi, Nicole from Pennsylvania. Welcome. All right. So wonderful. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So we are live. Product selection, you guys. Product selection. Wonderful. We have, hi, Kimberly. Lovely to see you. Tiffany. Dana, wonderful, love it. Yeah, I'm always super curious, where are you guys in your influencer journey? Like how many, you don't have to say how much you make unless you're comfortable with that, but I'm really curious, how many videos do you have up right now? How many videos do you have on your storefront? And, today we're going to be talking all about how can you find the best products so that, it's not we want to make as little content as possible. What we really want to do is we want to make the best content possible, but we want to be able to leverage our time, right? So instead of creating 100 videos on products that, we kind of aren't really sure if they're going to work or not, if they're going to pay us, versus finding those products that we know have great sales, have a good opportunity, and then we know that as we're creating this content, that they're going to make money for us. So that is what today's training power hour is going to be all about. I am fully prepared to share my screen and do a demo for you guys as far as so, hey, if I was looking for the best item for this, what would I do? Because I see this a lot in the free Facebook group, and a lot of questions come through with the students in the course. And it's so I'm choosing between these two things. And I've actually been on coaching calls with people where they're like, okay, Kathleen, I just need to know this one or this one. Which one would you pick? And so that, you can kind of go down the rabbit hole, right, of product selection. And I know I've done it, oh my gosh, so many times. But it's so critical to, of course, diversify your product selection as far as creating videos goes for the Amazon Influencer Program. But the other thing is that, if you have a plethora of products, I always have so many products that I know I need to be creating for, because I'm constantly buying things from Amazon, and now I'm constantly getting things from sellers and working with other brands. So I just have a backlog of all of these products that you all can't see because they're strategically hidden so that it doesn't look like a messy background here. But there's all these products that I'm like, okay, so where are my top priority products? And especially as I go through and say, okay, summer's coming up, so we're kind of redoing our backyard. What are some items that I need for the yard? What are some items I need for the kids and for summer camps and things like that? So let me go through, and I want to see how many videos you all have. So Amy has 800. Awesome. Started in November of 2023. First month, got about 500 up. Great. But had no idea what I was doing. So now I'm definitely better. Great. That's okay. Awesome. Amy's at 2,000 a month since April. Love it. So 800 videos, 2,000 a month. And, I think, Amy, you bring up a great point in that as we kind of learn, as we, figure out what works and what not, and what doesn't work, and, what's making money and what's not making money, well, we can't always kind of predict it. It's so much easier when you kind of know already what you're supposed to be doing. And yeah, we were joking the last live that we had with Liz and I about toilet paper, and we got into this big discussion. Everyone was contributing about toilet paper, which was really funny. But it's like, if you're gonna spend your time and to create a video about toilet paper, and then you're gonna edit it, and you're gonna put all this time and effort into it, like, you should just know that probably almost no one is going to watch that and buy it, because people know what kind of toilet paper they want, right? And they're not like in this high purchase consideration mentality of like spending all this time watching videos to find the best toilet paper. Whereas with, some $800 deck furniture, yeah, probably people are going to watch a video that you make about that. So wonderful. Tiffany has 172 videos up. Love it. Nicole says, I've been an influencer for my DIY nail YouTube channel for a while, but had no idea about on-site commissions. Oh my gosh, Nicole, if you're already making content, on-site commission is just an amazing way to like monetize that even more. I'm going to put up my free masterclass just for a minute. So anybody that's new and you guys want to grab this masterclass, it's totally free. It goes through my 5-step system to creating 10K months with just on-site commission. So Nicole, this would be a whole new income stream for you if you're not already doing it, or if you're just starting to get into it. And especially if you already have content, you guys, this is awesome. Nicole, I feel like you might be sitting on a gold mine. So grab that masterclass if you want. That's going to be really helpful in just kind of explaining to you kind of what the steps are, and then, seeing if it's a good fit for you and your business. Awesome. Kimberly says, I'm getting closer to 100. Yes, working so hard for that. Love it. 100 is an amazing goal. Dana just had first 3 videos approved 1 week ago. Yay, congrats. And now you have 35. I love it. I love it. Beth has about 165 videos. Not a lot compared to some. Well, first off, we don't compare, right? Like, everyone's on their own track. The only reason why I'm asking this question even is to like be encouraging and to help everyone kind of like see what's possible. Right. Yeah. So the best of the last several months have been around 200 total. This month is picking up and should be 300. Love it. Love it. Amy is considering a third-party system to help, trying to see what you can figure out yourself so you don't have to pay for more things per month. Totally understand, Amy. Amy, I don't know if you're in my course, but if you are, there's a free 30-day trial of the Fluencer Fruit. That has been super helpful for everybody and just kind of like figuring that out. So if not, let me know. Or, I mean, if you are, let me know and I'll make sure you have that code. Awesome. Nicole said 46 videos, started 3 weeks ago. Love it. Love it. And Tiffany said, I would love to hear how to decide which products to purchase to boost earnings. Well, Tiffany, you are in luck, because that's what we're going to be talking about today. So there's the free masterclass. I'm going to leave it up for like 1 more minute and then I'm going to take it out, because I want to talk about exactly that. What products do we purchase? What products, how do we find the best products to purchase, to source, to whatever? Even with your order history, right? Like, where do we start? Like I said, I don't know. I don't even know how many items I have. Like I said, I won't show you guys my stash over there, but there's so many different things. And what I like to do is I keep them in a spreadsheet. So of course, a lot of things are my order history, or if I receive something from a seller, I put everything into a spreadsheet. And that helps me keep track of everything. And again, if you're in my course, you have access to the spreadsheet that I use. But then I decide based on the research, like that I'm going to show you right now, as far as like where am I going to start? Where's kind of my lowest hanging fruit, and then kind of work my way down. And I'll be honest, there are things that I've had for like a year that they've just never made the cut. They've just, like some of the lower price items that have categories that don't pay out quite as well. So I think that's one thing to really think about, is the category is one thing. And while it's not the only thing, there are definitely more important things. Category is huge, right? Because, like in the email that I sent yesterday, for anyone that's on my email list that's here, when I'm deciding to do a video, okay, today I have 3 videos on my list to do before the end of the workday, and I have strategically prioritized those based on what I think it will earn me, based on the category that it's in, based on the product price, and then also based on the estimated sales volume that we get from some of our third-party tools, but also Amazon is giving us this information as well. So I will be showing you tools, but I'm also going to show you like how you can kind of figure this out on your own as well. I teach this both ways in my course. I teach, when you are kind of bootstrapping and you're just getting started, it doesn't necessarily make sense to invest all of your money. I mean, you can obviously invest all of your money back into the business. That will help it grow faster. But if you're someone who needs money, you can always take a certain percentage of that, reinvest into the business, whether it be products or software. But I will say that my software that I use is, well, it's not my software, but the software that I use, the two that I use, they save me time and they make me money. So for me, being a mom of 3 and an entrepreneur with multiple businesses, anything that saves me time and makes me more money is just, that's a win in my book. So I'm going to show you kind of both ways. Let's see. Sherry says 400 videos approximately. Love it. That's a great number. Donna said 64 videos since January. Awesome. Started out good, but the last 2 months have been slow on sales. Yeah, and I think one thing to kind of remember with this program is that there will be ups and downs, and we don't exactly know, and I know people are doing experiments, and I've tried this too, right? Like, so what if we just post more frequently content? Does it matter if we post, something every day, or if we, don't post anything for 2 weeks? And quite honestly, I've seen it both ways. I don't think that particular factor really matters as much as like all the other things, right? At least not that we've seen. I do know from my experience with just working with Amazon in general, the more active you are in your account. I always feel like the more active I am in my account, whether it's like my influencer account or my seller account or like a client seller account, it's like all of a sudden I'll start seeing like extra sales. I'll see like more clicks. And again, this is speculation on my part, but I think it's just the activity, right? Amazon sees that you're being active in your account. So you're kind of getting like a little bit rewarded for that. Again, that's all speculation. But I want to open it up to questions as far as like, what's the most beneficial thing? You guys are all here live. So for everyone that's here live, what's the most beneficial thing that I could be teaching you about right now as far as what is the how can you pick the best products in order to have the best outcome? And the best outcome is obviously the highest amount of earnings, right? So yes, Beth says, I agree with being more active, whatever it is. Yeah, 100%. I've seen this over the years. And if you're not logging into your account and you're totally dormant, like you're still going to earn, right? If your videos are still on the product listing pages, you're still going to earn. So I just want you to know that that's really important. There've been, a week or 2 weeks where I haven't posted anything and I'm still earning. So, but the more you are kind of going in and tweaking your videos, I do a lot of checks and balances, right? So when I go in and something has kind of fallen off of a product listing page or in that top carousel, I'll always go in and see if there's anything I can kind of fix or update, whether it's try a new thumbnail or edit your title a little bit, so it's really helpful to just kind of be a little active in your account, even if you don't have content to post today. Maybe you want to just test a new headline on 1 or 2 videos, and then that'll show Amazon that you are, being very active, right? So yes. Oh, hi, Zoe. Zoe says, Fluencer Fruit and Sortio have really helped. Yeah. I like Fluencer Fruit a lot. You guys are going to see that when I start sharing my screen. There's just so many great, like, features and functions. So yes. Yeah, exactly. And if you see a carousel that's totally filled up, yeah, you just post on it. I get that question a lot too, right? So like as we're going through, should there's so many different factors, and for anyone that's in my course, there's videos that just go through this exactly, right? So if you have, let's say you're buying something, how do you find the right keywords to use? And then how, based on the search listings that come, or the listings that come up in your search, right? Because you are kind of acting, I mean, you are a customer, right? You're acting as a customer. And so, if you say like, hey, I want to buy the best sunglasses, I want to find the best sunglasses for my kids, um, other people are probably going to be searching for those keywords, right? And again, there's tools that you can use for those, but we'll start going through that in just a couple minutes. I'll do some examples because I think that that's really, I think it's really important to kind of have more of an idea. Just demo always helps, right? So, hey Sam. So Sam said, "Do you get any activity from curations or lists?" Not a ton. I mean, definitely not on site. It's hard to know with on site, and most of my lists or curations is content that already lives on Amazon or products that I've already linked to in my idea lists or off Amazon. I don't get a ton of activity from curations or lists. Really, curations. They kind of show up in that top bar, and I'm thinking about taking mine out, to be honest. With the idealist, though, I really like the idealist because that is much easier to promote, especially when you're off Amazon. So I always curate stuff that's like, my top Mother's Day items, my top summer items, things like that. I should probably do a better job of like keeping those up to date, but I always try to have, whatever the most or the soonest or most relevant holiday is, kind of having that idealist pinned. So I think the idealists are very helpful. I haven't seen much with curations, but I've also not done a ton with curations either. So Tiffany says, what to prioritize when buying the products? No other influencer videos, product sales or revenue, category, newer product with less sales, or older product with more sales, but also more influencer videos? Yes, that is, Tiffany, that's an amazing question. And I think that I think it really depends. I think it really depends on the product. But I'll do some demos. And I think, let's see. So if we say influencer videos or not versus product sales, revenue category. So I would say sales are very important. And you can kind of see that with where Amazon says, has there been 500 sold this month, or has there been 50 sold this month, right? So I think sales are really number one because sales drive the traffic, right? Sales tells you how many customers and how many eyeballs are coming to that product listing page. I think sales are really number one. The one caveat with that would be is if it's a newer product, right? So if it is like a newer launch product and you're seeing sales are just starting to ramp up because it's a new product, right? I think then I may give a little bit more weight to the new product because it could be a better opportunity for you. Because it's a newer item, the company is more likely to be advertising it because it's new. They may be going through a product launch. Some of the best items I've ever found are like newly launched products from more, not necessarily name brand. Yes, name brands help, but from brands that I can see by going to their brand store have a huge selection of items, right? Because I know they're not just like a one and done seller. So I would say sales, like I said, with the caveat of the newer product listing, even if the videos are all, if the carousel is all saturated, I would still go for it. Sometimes my video gets in, sometimes it doesn't. But if you aim for that 50% or more watch time with your video, you are much more likely to get in. So those would kind of be like my best, my best way to like rank quickly without showing you. But I would also say that, don't necessarily bypass a product if it's something that you use and you love, or it's something like you really need and you're going to use and you love. I think that that goes a long way as well. So let's see. Amy says, unsure if I get Fluencer fruit, if I'm just going to end up spending money on the product that I don't need. Oh, well, don't do that. Don't spend money on products that you don't need by any means. I know a lot of people like buy stuff, do the review, and then resell it or donate it or give it away. That's fine. I would focus more on, if you're purchasing, on the items that you need but also look to creator connections if you have access to creator connections, because those have increased commission rates. If you're posting on YouTube and on social media, keep an eye out for those direct messages and emails from brands. I'm working with a couple brands right now, and it's been awesome because I've been able to look through their catalog and be like, hey, I would like to try this. And then they send it to me, and then I try it out, create a video for it, and then move on to the next one. So there's also a lot of opportunity to get free products. So don't let the software really hold you up, because there are lots of ways to get free stuff. Yes. Actually, that's a good topic for for one of the next YouTube lives, right? Like, how do we get free stuff? Because we don't all have thousands of dollars to spend on things. And if it's not something you need, you should not be spending the money on it unless you have a plan for getting rid of it. Like I said, donating it, reselling it, whatever that may be. Let's see. Maeve had a question. Do I need to open a business bank account, or can it just be a personal bank checking account? It can be whichever you want. It just has to be a bank account. That's totally up to you. Yes. Sam said, do you put items in that you made videos on? With the curations, I do. Yes, I do. All right. Hey, I'm Vince. Said, when you're looking for something to buy for the purpose of reviewing, what steps do you take? Do you randomly decide you want to review a dog toy or a couch, etc.? How do you decide? Yeah, Vince. I decide by like what I actually need. So I have 3 kids. I have a dog. I have 2 homes. I have a backyard with a pool. Like, I have a lot of stuff. Okay. Which, I would love to be able to not have so much stuff, but even just with the kids in the house, right? So 3 kids in a house, and a business, right? An office. I've got books, I've got printers, I got supplies, whatever. What I don't randomly decide. I just think about, what do I need? What's the next thing on my shopping list? And then I will go and vet the right opportunity to fulfill the need of the product that I want, but then to also make sure that it is a good opportunity for me to earn my money back. So that'd be my best kind of answer for that one, Vince. But I can do a couple demos once I get through these questions. And if you guys are like, I want to buy the best this thing, or I could just do my own demo, I suppose. But I'll kind of show you in a couple minutes what I like, my process, and I can show you my reasoning. And there are a couple videos on my channel as well, like my product selection process. And again, if you guys are in the course, oh yeah, real quick, the course is marked down today because when I do the lives, I lower the price back down for the next 48 hours. So I'll put that up here as well, just so anyone that's interested. We had a question in the group today, and somebody said, I'm really skeptical because I bought a course from a guru, and hey, turns out they didn't really teach me a whole lot. So I'm always sad when I hear that, because it gives people a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to the program, and I just don't want anyone to have that. But everything I'm talking about today is, I go over so much more in depth in the course, and then we have monthly Q&As. There's a private Facebook group and all that good stuff. So I'll leave that up there for a minute, because the course is half price today. For the next 48 hours, it will be marked down to $497. So Sherry said, how does Sortio compare to Fluencer Fruit? I know how good Fluencer Fruit is. What about Sortio? Full transparency, I've not used Sortio. I've seen demos of it, but I don't actually use it because I have Jungle Scout already too. So I found that when I have too many extensions going on, it slows down Amazon. Like, sometimes I even have to turn off the extensions when I'm just kind of like looking around for certain things. Sortio is similar but different. I know there's features, but again, I am the wrong person to talk about it, only because I don't have a lot of experience using it. I can very much speak to Fluencer Fruit because I use it every day. So I am not the best person to compare that. So Amy says, yes, cannot get into creator connections. That's okay. Keep trying. Keep trying. Open up a chat for creator connections. I have found that works pretty well. Kimberly said, is posting on social the only way for sellers to find you? I don't post my reviews on social. No, neither do I. A lot of sellers find me on YouTube. A lot of sellers find me on YouTube. That is my main offsite traffic source. And by main, I mean, I just post my videos that I post on Amazon. I just post those on YouTube too. And then I put affiliate link and I use Genius Links, and that's about it. So, but that's how the majority of the brands have found me, is through YouTube, because I have either posted a video that's a similar product to what they're looking for a video for, or it's the brand that I've already posted a video for, a different product for that brand, and they're like, hey, you want to work with us? So yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Hi, Kathleen. Tori Capes here. Nice to see you, Tori. I'm noticing something on my video list. If it has one heart at publishing, it usually ends up on the product page. Wondering if that is a nod to sellers from reviewers. So with your videos, okay, people can go and give them a thumbs up, or I'm sorry, or a heart. I think it's a heart. Yes. And so I don't know I don't know what kind of weight that has, but you can definitely see that when you go to your videos and you see them on the product page, or when you go to your content report now, you can see how many people have liked it or hearted it. I don't know that really has a whole lot to do with where your content gets placed. I'm sure it factors in somehow, because it gives you that credibility, right? People have clicked that button, right? Because sometimes I'll see videos that have like 2 hearts, and sometimes I'll see videos that have like 45, and the 2 is above the 45 in the rotation. But that's just because Amazon's always rotating. So I don't know for sure, but it's definitely not from the seller to the influencer. I will say that the seller, unless they're doing it, but so are the people, right? So are the customers. So is like everyone else. So yeah, I don't think it's definitely not necessarily from the seller. They could, but it doesn't mean like that it necessarily is. So, oh, thank you. Kimberly says that my course is amazing. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate that so much. I made it with the intention of getting everyone to the income that I am earning. So it's all in there, and I love helping people, and I love hearing that feedback, because it's really helpful for me, and it makes me feel not as gross promoting it on these. So thank you, Kimberly. Okay, Nicole says, do you have to have a separate YouTube account? It's up to you, like separate from what? Because Amazon and YouTube would be 2 different accounts, but you can start a YouTube channel. I know maybe you have to get it verified before you can post links or something like that. I'm not totally sure there, but yes, the YouTube channel is separate from the influencer program, login, all that good stuff. Separate from your current channel. That's up to you. I've seen people do it both ways. So my channel, the one that you're on right now, does not have product reviews, because I have that on a different channel. And Maeve said, what's the channel you use on YouTube for your reviews? If you look up Smart Business Mom, that is my brand for the Amazon product videos. If just look up Smart Business Mom, I think it's YouTube, .com/@smartbusinessmom, then you'll see my my YouTube channel for my Amazon videos. I have a separate one because this channel is dedicated to teaching people about how to make money on Amazon, whereas the other one is encouraging people to buy all the things that I talk about on Amazon. So 2 different demographics, kind of. Maybe they overlap, but definitely 2 different like purposes for posting. So it's totally up to you. I know people that have like travel channels that post both on there. They'll post their like travel vlog videos, and then they'll also post their Amazon influencer videos for like all the stuff that they use while they're traveling. So for me, that sounds very relevant, right? So I would just see like, does it make sense to have those videos on there, or should you make something separate? So totally up to you. Sam said, what is your product review page on YouTube? Yeah, just look up Smart Business Mom. You guys should show up there. And I am being more consistent. I'm trying to post 1 video every day. I've got a good kind of system going on right now, to where when I post a video on Amazon, I'm trying to at least schedule it out for YouTube. At least, pretty quickly, right? So the more consistent you are, again, with both, I do think that gets rewarded kind of in both ways there. So Oh yeah, Nicole said, yeah, I for sure have to do another channel since my current one is DIY nails. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. So Nicole, I think for you, and I've not seen your channel yet, but I think for you, you could totally do something separate. And then if there is like a product that you're talking about, like if there's like a nail polish or an accessory or like something that you're using, you could post those videos on there. I realize you probably already posting your affiliate links in the description for those videos, but there's a couple different ways you can do it, right? You can take the videos that are really relevant if you're creating like product videos, or product focused videos, right? As opposed to like actually doing the nails, right? So yeah, you can kind of do it either way. My channel is separate. I like it that way. And that was what was recommended to me by the YouTubers that I follow and that kind of give me some guidance here. So should we do a demo, you guys? I could do like why don't I let me just get my screen ready here, and I can I'll give you guys an example, and then you can kind of see like where my head's at as far as like what am I looking for and what do I what am I looking for and how do I decide. Let me just, how do I hide my I'm not really sure. That's okay. Okay. So let's just go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. Sam says if a product does not have a business or a product video of their own, will Amazon still have a video? This is a great question. So if you are looking at a product listing page and there is no video on there, so sometimes they will put a video on there. Basically, you shouldn't just not do it if there is a product video or if there isn't a brand video on there yet. And I'll show you guys what that looks like if you're like, what are they talking about right now? I'll show you an example because I think it'll be beneficial to just kind of go through. If we go through an example, I think that'll be helpful. If there is no brand video on there, I don't necessarily skip it, especially if it's a higher priced item. I will still do that. Oh, they took yours. Well, Sam, you should go through and report it as stolen. Yeah, that's one thing to definitely look out for. So when you're looking at product listings, we'll do that in a second here. When you see a video in the top carousel, that's going to give you the optimal best opportunity to get your video placed there. That's where you want it to be, is in that top carousel. But in order for it to get kind of opened up, you need the brand to actually have a video on there. If they don't, your video could still show up in the lower carousel. Brands can add a video later and then your video move up. The lower carousel is still a great option for certain items. It's still a pretty good placement, really. And so I don't want to discourage you from like not ever doing that, because there could always be a video added and people can always go click through and buy from there. One thing though, and Sam, I think you're saying if they took your video, they're straight up stealing your content. The seller stole your content. This has happened to me before. I have a video on the channel all about how to report that stolen content, because that is not okay, right? Sellers do this a lot, and it's not okay. You should go and report that. And Sam, there is a video on the channel. If you search like report stolen content, that should come up there, because that is really not, that's not okay. Not okay at all. Okay, so you guys should be able to see my screen right now, and I am going to go through and do like a quick demo. Yeah, exactly. They push you out of the commissions, and again, that's not okay. They are just straight up stealing your content. So go watch the video, report the seller, but really like the notes there is go to the video and click on report, and then instead of just flagging it, you have to click on like the other tab that'll here, I'll show you in the demo here. You have to fill out this form and email it, which is kind of a pain in the butt. However, if you create your own little template and just insert the different links every time it happens. That's what I've done. It's become a lot easier, and Amazon will take down that video in the next like 72 hours or so. It usually takes like 3 days, I've noticed. But this has happened to me so many times, and it's so frustrating. And yeah, it pushes you out of commission. So a lot of times I'll notice it if I've been earning on a product and then I stop earning on a product, then I'm able to see that, right? So, okay, what products what should we buy, you guys? I'm trying to think of what I need. I just bought some outside. I've already bought shoes for the kids. Oh, maybe I could do, well, sandals are a little bit different. I do need some kid sandals. I'm trying to think here. What if we do, sandals are a little bit different because they are, they're shoes category, so they kind of look a little bit different. All right, what if we do, let's see here. There's so many things in front of me. It's hard for me to think of something that I don't actually have in front of me because there's so many things. Oh, I know what I need. I need to get a gift for my daughter's voice teacher. There we go. That's what we'll do. Okay, so I'm gonna get a gift. All right, so here we go. I will be able to, yeah, summer coolers, beachwear, love it. Thank you. Kimberly said, how can you tell if a seller took your video? Well, maybe I can show you guys the, I'll show you the example. This is the example that I used in my video, to how to report stolen content. Let me just show you, and then I'll kind of go through and we can do like a demo. Okay, so here, so this is the content. This is the listing where my content was stolen. Oh, look, and it's still here. Okay, so
okay, guys,
here's how you
talk about the best.
Okay, see this? So this here we're identifying stolen content real quick, and then we're going to do a demo for some summer stuff or the gift that I need. Now, if you could give me a thumbs up in the YouTube, that would be super helpful. So here's how we know, right? This video
hangers in the world
is from an influencer.
Velvet
okay?
hangers.
This is a pack of hangers from Zober.
So is this one. And how do we know? Because we can go find these videos. This one, I believe, is the brand video. Yes, the brand video. Okay. So what they've done is they've used their own video, but this 100% is a stolen video. I've actually reached to her before when someone else told me about my stolen video. Her video is not on here. That would be the way to see, right? Like to match them up. But here's where your stolen video is going to appear, and it's not going to have your name under here. It's going to have the brand name because they basically downloaded it and uploaded it video. What I did before was, though, I was able to find her video down here. So none of these, but here, so you can tell, right? These are all the influencer videos. And like I said, again, hers was down here before, so that's kind of new. Okay, so I around here, and actually, you know, like if I buy someone a gift, I'm not actually going to create a review on that. So I like the summer stuff idea. Let's do so earlier I was doing best sunglasses for kids. Like my kids always need new sunglasses, and hard to find good sunglasses sometimes when you are when you're online. I've bought sunglasses that were like way too small and way too big. Okay, so if I'm looking for sunglasses, here's one thing. So you have all your sponsored items up here. These are all going to be great regardless because they're sponsored. Okay, that means the brand is putting money and advertising dollars behind these items, and it's kind of evidenced right here, right? So without even looking at these tools that I have, 700 plus bought in the last month, 1,000 bought in the last month, 3,000 bought in the last month. So there's already a good opportunity for you. Just look at the sponsored product listings. Okay. That's one way. The other way is going to be, so here, look, I already purchased these, but like, so your top few results that are organic, right, are going to very likely have sales volume 2,000 bought, 4,000 bought, or 400 bought. I'm going over the software just to give you guys an idea of like how to do it first without that. 1,000, 200,000. Okay, so these I also used a vague keyword, right? So one thing that I do recommend is if you're like, oh, all these are pretty saturated. Here's how I find this out real quickly because I'm going to use my tool here. And so this is Fluencer Fruit, and this is automatically going to score based on all of these different items, right? All these different like kind of fields and factors as far as category goes and how many listing or how many videos are on the listing and things like that. So I can actually just go ahead and sort here. And right now, my highest score, my highest opportunity score, it's going to be the higher the score, the better the opportunity for you, is going to be this 70. Okay, so it's going to be this. It's $10. Here's my monthly sales. Not too bad, not terrible, right? And then we've got our influencer commission, affiliate commission. Rating is important. And look, you guys can see like these are all good rated. I love that. And then right here, is there a video on the carousel? Yes, great. How many videos? 1, 2, 3, amazing. Brand videos. So there is, let's see, video on carousel, yes. Number of videos, 1. This is a little confusing to me because usually the video on the carousel means that you need a brand video in here. But this is telling me there's only 1 influencer video, whereas these are telling me there's 0. So, let's go ahead and see like really which ones, which is going to be the best option here. So if we open, let's say this one. Now let me see. I want to make sure you guys can still see if I'm getting into a different tab. I don't think you can. So hang on a sec. Yeah, you guys can't see what hang on. Let me just redo this so that I can do, here we go. Oh, well, that's okay. We're just going to have to kind of open them a little bit differently here because it's not quite working how I wanted to. All right. So this particular one, right? Here's the monthly revenue, right? It's only $3,000, which isn't a ton. But our opportunity score is 79. So that's because 1, 2, 3, let's see. Let's take a look at this video. From the brand, and there's no influencer videos. And with this particular item, it's selling 100 plus every month. This would be a decent opportunity, right? Again, the sales are a bit low, and I'm a little sad because Jungle Scout took out my my historical data here. I'm not sure how to get that back, even though I've logged in and logged back out. But usually it would give us a little bit of a trend line here. This is not a bad opportunity because you're not going to be competing with anybody else here. So, yes. All right, so let me just go back to this screen. There we go. Just so I can show you guys, right? So that one was okay, right? And then the next one, so like this is how I like to sort, right? One other way that you can really do this, and I'm going to go to the questions and ask, but let's say like, okay, best sunglasses for kids. I don't know. There's so many different things. What if I say best sunglasses for kids, or what if I say like for toddlers or for, toddler girls, right? Now it's going to give me a little bit more specific options here. So I'm probably something that I really want, and it may give us a little bit less saturated options as well because we have a longer keyword. We're getting more specific, which means there's going to be a little bit less search results, but better results, right? So even if I go over here to these toddler sunglasses, 900 plus bought in the last month. Again, this is a low item, so you're not going to make a huge amount of money with this particular one. And there's no video, so I don't really love that. However, there's a lot of volume, right? So So you could, again, so where we're talking about, so there's no brand video, you can still get your video placed down here. Okay, this is the lower carousel. This is still a great option for you to get your videos placed there as well. So let me just go back. I'm going to go through some of the questions here. All right, we did that one, that one, that one. Alan said, has anyone gotten paid from Creator Connections? They owe me a couple $1,000s from January. Is it paid through Amazon or for the company? Okay, hey, Alan, so let me just answer your question really quick because it's a really important one. So the way that it works with Creator Connections, whatever you earned, basically it's the same payout structure. So for whatever you earned in January, you should have been paid out at the end of March as a lump sum within your on-site payout. So anything from, good. Okay. So yes, payout from Creator Connections gets combined with your on-site after 60 days. So same thing. Alan, if you are like, I know for sure I haven't gotten paid out. So here's what I would say first is to go check and see how much did you earn in January from Creator Connections, and then how much did you earn separately from your on-site commission. Add those two together and then go see you were actually paid out at the end of March. And if that number matches up, if you were like paid in March, it's because you were paid for Creator Connections. If you weren't, you should definitely send in a support ticket and ask them that, because I've had quite a few times where I wasn't earning despite being in a campaign and getting sales, and it wasn't getting tracked properly in the Creator Connections campaigns earning section. So I have quite a few line items that was Creator Connections like extra payment because I was proactive about it. So go check that out. Tiffany says, what is the lowest sales volume that you will go with? The lowest sales volume I will go with, it really depends. So like on a thing with sunglasses, this is a lower price item. And I don't think there's a huge purchase consideration here. So for here, for the lower price items, I want there to be a lot more sales volume for the lower price stuff, because that's going to get me more eyeballs. There's going to be more eyeballs on the product listing page, and ideally they're going to be more likely than to watch your video. So like for sunglasses, at least 100, probably at least a couple hundred, because we are coming up on the season of that. Whereas and I can do a quick demo on something that's like not seasonal. Thank you, Sam. Yes, there's 18 people here and only 7 thumbs up. Thank you, Sam. I see. Yes, we have 15 thumbs up. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. If this is helpful, that would be great. Go ahead and do a thumbs up. And I got about 12 minutes left, so I can do one more demo here. And as we are kind of wrapping up, then I'm going to just I'll share the masterclass again. Okay. Robert Miller says, Creator Connections has really skyrocketed. My income from Creator Connections is twice the amount of my normal Amazon commission. Yeah, you guys, Creator Connections is like, I've been talking about this for like 2 years now. I've been doing these campaigns for 2 years. They're fantastic. I am earning really, really well with them. And everybody who's in Creator Connections, make sure you are taking advantage of those campaigns, because Amazon is paying you whatever the commission is, but then Amazon is also paying you, well, the seller is paying the extra, but you're getting paid through Amazon. It's such a great opportunity, and actually the best way to go strategically purchase Amazon stuff is to start with Creator Connections, because then you could ideally maybe get a free sample if you reach out to the brand. You can also, and then you're getting additional commission. Yeah, Robert said, I remember when they had 400 campaigns and now it's over 10,000. I know. I'm with you, Robert. I think the lowest I ever saw was like 500 a couple years ago. And then I remember when it was like, ooh, there's 700. Ooh, there's 900. And then when they hit 1,000, I'm like, well, this is a lot for me to go through. Now there's over 10,000 campaigns. So there's plenty of campaigns to go around for everyone. And there are quite a few trainings that I have for free on the YouTube channel. And then we actually have a bonus training in the course for Creator Connections that I did as a bonus about a month ago or so. So that was a really cool Yeah, that was a really cool extra training that we had added. Yeah, they need to up the counter. I know. I don't think it goes past. I don't think it goes past 10,000, which is kind of funny. So if you guys are interested in the free masterclass, go ahead and grab that. That is going to give you my 5-step system and basically everything I do in order to make $10,000 every month. I am also going to do one more quick little demo here because you guys have some great questions and I don't have a ton more time here, but I want to make sure that I'm going through and kind of giving you some good scenario. If you are a course student, there's lots of extra training on this where I go through some seller opportunities, like brands that were like, hey, do you want to try this out? And I was like, no, thank you, because I have vetted it and it's not good. It's not a good opportunity for me. So let's say with the lower price items, like I said, with the lower price items, oh, I didn't mean to put that one up. Yeah, there's another resource if you guys want the do-don'ts. That's a good one too. Actually, let me put up Fluencer Fruit because that's actually relevant to this one. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you. Tammy says, thank you so much for being such an amazing mentor. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate that. Yeah, we were chatting earlier today. Here's Fluencer Fruit if you guys want to check that out. Again, if you are a course student or want to be a course student, there's a free 30-day trial in here for Fluencer Fruit. I'm going to go ahead and so like when you're doing the lower price items, the sales volume really, really matters because I don't think there's quite as much purchase consideration with the higher price items like the sunglass example that we just did. So when I am looking at like bigger items, so let's do something. Let's see. I was looking at like a gardening pot. I'm not very good at gardening though, so I don't necessarily want to give you guys an example about something. What if we did just like an outdoor patio furniture set? Let me show you guys. So this is going to be a little bit different, but oh, Tammy, thank you. I appreciate you too. Water hoses, thank you. That's a sick one. Let me just take this off. So like I said, with volume, it matters so much more for the lower price items. If we're looking at items like this, so let's say right outdoor patio set, I definitely am looking at the sales volume, but even more so, I am looking at the opportunity really here. And this, again, I really love Fluencer Fruit here because look at that, like it's already grading for me. So I can automatically start with my highest opportunity score and kind of vet from there, right? And if we like go down here, you'll notice, right, there's not as many sales. So if I look at this one, it's an opportunity score of 75. Nice high price point, 180 monthly sales. Okay, good commission there. Nice rating, 4.9. There's no videos in the carousel here though. So that's not great, right? That's not great for me. And actually a lot of these have quite a few videos. However, you can still get your video placed on there. I don't want people to be like totally scared away because especially for these higher priced items, people want to see your videos. They want to know if I spend $789 here, what am I getting? I want to see it. So again, you can kind of vet it that way, but you could also just go and vet it and say like, hey, what is, you can look at this, you can look at rating, you can look at the amount of reviews. So here is, let me get, let's do like this particular example here because it's an 80 score. So let's say I'm like, ooh, is this good for what I want? This is actually really nice. Fluencer Fruit is telling me it's a score of an 80. And that is because there are 3 videos in the upper carousel. There's only 1 influencer video and there's 2 brand videos. Okay, so this is already telling me that it's an opportunity because it's not already saturated yet. it is a high price item. This is going to be a 4% commission rate because it's in the furniture category. I love that. And then Jungle Scout is telling me that I'm always looking at this revenue, right? You can get this revenue from Jungle Scout, but you can also get this, right, how many are being sold. Now this is telling me there's not, well, this is telling me there's over 300 here. I'm not sure why it's not saying it here on the Amazon side. But looking over, right, and if I go into the but this is being a little bit wonky. So I've been looking at these a lot, and some of the influencer videos just aren't showing up. So like if you really want to double check, you just go down here. You just go down here and say, okay, what are the videos that are actually on this listing? Because they're going to be in the lower carousel if it's not already saturated up. So there's 2 brand videos I can see right here. 1, 2 brand videos, 1 influencer video right here, and then 1 customer review video. If I needed this thing and I wanted to spend $800 to buy it, I would, because it would be a really good opportunity with this sales volume, you know, with 17 of these being sold every single day, and a video up on the top carousel. Showing up for me. But this is a good opportunity, right? And did I just see Tammy, did I just see you say this is the set that you got? Tammy, you got to go make a video about this as soon as possible. Tiffany, thank you for your suggestion. Ceiling fans are good. Yeah, it's a higher price item, right? And people are, again, just having that longer purchase consideration because they're spending more and they want to make sure that it's something that if they're going to spend that much and get it delivered, what a pain in the butt to have to go return it, right? Whereas opposed with like sunglasses, shoes, clothes, yes, you should still be creating for those, but it's going to fall a little bit lower in my priority list before I review or before I videos for some of the other higher price items, especially the more seasonal items and things like that. So yes, whomever is the one influencer on here is probably doing pretty well with this because of the sales volume, because they are the only influencer video on there right now until Tammy comes and takes over the slot. Yes, Tammy said I just got it delivered. Once it's set up, I'm going to. Awesome. Tammy, I love to know how that goes, because this is going to be an opportunity. Again, $849, right? You're making 4% on this. Now, this item, Tammy, you should go check and see if this is a campaign in Creator Connections, because then they're probably going to give you another 10%. And that is going to be you $85 every time you sell. So again, go to Creator Connections, go do your strategic purchasing in there. I can't show you my Creator Connections because it's behind the login, my Amazon login, which if you guys don't know, you're not actually supposed to be sharing like the back end of your Amazon. So your stats and your reporting and anything that you have to log on. As far as the influencer goes, you're not really supposed to be showing that. So that's why I don't. Oh, good question. Donna says, any product ideas for those of us in apartments and not a lot of room? Yes. Yes. I love this. I love this question. And I wrote it down because I'm going to do a whole training on like how to find free stuff. Product ideas. Donna, are you in Creator Connections? If you're in Creator Connections, I would look to that stuff anyway, because you could very easily get some free samples. You can also go and, so let's say like, if you're in an apartment, I know it depends on like where it is, but like, is there outdoor furniture that you have access to, right? Is there stuff that you can, oh, good, you are in Creator Connections. I would go look there first and see if there's anything you need and try to get a free sample. Don't accept the connection until you get a free sample. And real quick, so I'm going to be wrapping this up. I just want to make sure that everyone who has found this helpful has access to my free masterclass. This is my 5-step system to 10K months. This class is going to show you whether you are brand new and you still need to figure out how to get into the influencer program, or maybe you're in and you need to get your first 3 videos approved. Or if you've already been in the influencer program and you're earning, but you're just not hitting that income threshold that you really want, this masterclass is going to be very helpful for you. So I'm going to leave that up here just for a minute while I answer a few more questions. And yes, okay. So if you want to find things and you don't have a lot of room, I would look to find what can you use within your space, right? Do you have like a nice outdoor setup at the apartment complex? If not, here's where we have to start getting creative with things. If you have friends and family, I always start with friends and family, and especially the ones that I visit frequently or the ones that I go see out of town. That would be a great way to start and say, hey, listen, I would love to I'd love to have you show me, like, say, your top 10 items that you have in your house that you use and that you love. And then you can kind of go vet and see, do those people or are those items on Amazon? Are they not on Amazon? So you can kind of start with friends and family. The other thing is, I know a lot of people talk about like Airbnbs, right? That costs money, obviously, to go stay there. But another thing too is like you can look at sourcing things in free Facebook groups. So I know I'm a part of quite a few, like, moms of this place where I live or the neighboring, city, like something like that. And so you can always go find free stuff. There's free stuff all over, right? So, you can go to garage sales and thrift stores and find stuff that then could be on Amazon. And the best way to do that is to actually, you can use your seller. Actually, you don't need your seller. You can use the regular Amazon app. And then what you do is there is an Amazon lens, right? So up at the top in your search, you can click on this Amazon lens and it will show you, it'll give you this, and you can go scan anything. You can go scan anything and it will give you the most similar product listing. So you can kind of find stuff for inexpensive or free in order to test, try out, create videos for, and then pass it along. If you don't need it, donate it. I have done things where I purchased certain items that I knew other people needed. Like, I work with a local charity that has an Amazon wish list. So I sometimes will purchase items for them and then I'll create the video and say, like, here's why I bought it. I'm actually going to donate this. Like, I'm always very transparent about that. But then I donate it. So I buy it, I make a video, and then I donate it to the nonprofit. Again, free Facebook groups that are local. Donna, once you start, or if you are already posting on YouTube, that's where I've been finding a lot of sellers that reach out to me, and brand deals are primarily from my YouTube channel. And I know that because they're emailing the email that I have like listed on my YouTube channel. So that's also been very helpful. Vince says, when it comes to creator connections, do you need to disclose your commission? Yeah, with creator connections, you always have to have that extra disclosure. And so even if it's just like hashtag ad in your title, that's what I do. If I find a creator connections campaign that I've already created content for, I will accept it. And then I'll just go update the title of my video on Amazon to include hashtag ads. So the disclosure is no question, right? If I'm creating a video for it, I will sometimes put the text within the video itself and I'll say like sponsored, or I may earn extra for that, or, something like that. So, so yes, that, those are a couple ideas there, but you also always want to disclose your commission. All right. Let's see. Zoe says, thank you. I need you to do an advanced only course, please. Or can we buy a few modules? I need some help, but not the basics. Anyway, great live. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Zoe. Well, the great thing about the course is that it's all inclusive and you get everything. So if you are looking for the advanced modules and especially like help with your YouTube channel and creator connections and right, how do you strategically purchase? How do you find free stuff? It's all in the course. So the first two modules are, well, actually the first module is really just like getting familiar with how the program works and all the do's and don'ts and best practices and all that. So people have told me that that's very helpful, even though they've been in the Amazon influencer program for, over a year. I've had people go through module 1 being like, I didn't even know some of that stuff. So I'll put this up here and then I'm going to wrap this up. Yeah, as far as an advanced course goes, maybe in the future, but the thing about Influence and Earn is that I just keep adding all the advanced stuff to it. So that it is an advanced course. So if you need the extra stuff, like it's on sale, like I said, for the next 48 hours. I'm going to do that because we have the live. So yeah, if you're interested, there is the course. It's everything. It's advanced, it's beginner, and you just kind of go through the modules. Zoe, you could probably start at module 3, but then there's 3, 4, 5, and then all the bonuses. So and you can always send me a message if you're like, is this a good fit for me? There's also a video on my channel that shows you all the different stuff that you would get inside of there. So, all right. Homemaking with Denise. Hi. So glad you're here live. Love it. Love it. Donna, good. You have YouTube. Okay. Great. Great. Sam said, I am in contact with Amazon chat right now and was just told I am out of compliance for buying my products for myself from my influencer store. Yes. So you cannot. So Sam, I think what they're saying is that you probably clicked on a link in your influencer store and then bought something. So yes, it's out of compliance, but also you're not going to get commission for those sales. You want to try to not do that at the same time. Like every so often I'll see a sale come up on my offsite that is something that I purchased. And it's because I was, doing something with my storefront, or I was making sure an affiliate link worked. And then I accidentally bought something within 24 hours. And so, yes, you are not supposed to click on your own affiliate links or your own influencer storefront and then purchase. However, they're not going to like shut down your account if you do this every single day. You do it frequently. No, they're not going to like that. But if if it happens a couple of times, it's happened to me more than a couple of times, you just don't get credit for it. But Sam, I think that's what they're talking about. I wouldn't worry about them shutting you down. I would just be more careful. Yeah. Okay. Paula said, but only if they have given you the product in Creator Connections. Yes, the extra disclosure with commission, correct. That is only if, it's if they've given me the product for free, but also if I'm earning that extra commission. Is it a requirement? I don't know, but I've asked Amazon and that's the recommendation as far as how do I make sure that I am disclosing, even though I've already created content for, that live on Amazon, but now I'm opting into a campaign later on. Free product, yes, but I also do it for Creator Connections because of that additional income, that additional percentage. It's kind of like you are getting more incentivized, right, by the brand, by the seller itself, because you're earning that additional commission. So I just always make sure I do it. Plus, every time you opt into a campaign or I get an email about Creator Connections, it's like, don't forget to include unavoidable disclosure, right? So I'd rather just have more disclosure than not, just to be safe. Okay, Sam said, I need to use the associate store to purchase my personal products. This problem has been pushing me out. This problem has pushed me out of allowing me to get into Creator Connections. Interesting. Okay. Well, now it looks like at least Sam, just be more careful with that. But, that's interesting. Okay, well, maybe you can say, hey, now that I know, I won't do it anymore. Can you guys let me in? So keep trying. Yes. All right, wonderful. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Robert said, do you have an advanced class taking income from 20K to 50K? I do not yet, Robert. I do not. The class really goes up to 10. The 10K though is just on-site. So that does not include off-site, YouTube earnings, extra Creator Connections, although that gets lumped into on-site. But no, I do not have an advanced class with income from 20 to 50K per month, right? My class, so I guess I should clarify, my class will get you to 100K a year. That's what I do. That's what I teach. So I guess I've just kind of broken it down into what seems like easier steps by saying 100,000 a month. But the course will give you all the information you need to scale to 100K a year. So if that is helpful, make sure you just check it out. There's a payment plan as well for people that are like, well, I don't have $500 right now. There is a 3-month payment plan at $197 a month. So you can always check that out and get started. Yeah. Let's see. Yes. Thank you. Love it. Nicole said, if I make a new YouTube channel, would I be able to link using my current Amazon storefront instead of having to reapply to be an Amazon influencer? Yes, Nicole, definitely you can. Yes. Whatever avenue you got approved for the Amazon influencer program with, you just want to keep that one. But you can still put your storefront on a different YouTube channel. Yes, most definitely. As long as it wasn't YouTube, I guess, that you got in with, you should still be okay. The biggest thing is just to add that second YouTube channel to the websites and places within your Amazon affiliate dashboard where you list all the websites where you house your links, right? Or anywhere where you post Amazon affiliate links. Just make sure your new YouTube channel is listed under there, and then you're good. And then you can use your storefront and link to, and all that good stuff can live on your new YouTube channel for sure. Love it. Let's see. Homemaking with Denise said, I've been doing the Amazon influencer program about 3 months. Awesome. I've been earning a small amount of commission, but yes, I'm concerned that the unicorn video placement is gone. Yeah, it is, but that's okay. There's always more opportunities that come up. When one good thing stops, another good thing tends to start, I think, in my opinion, or at least in my experience. And what then happened once they removed the unicorn placements, which if people are like, what are they talking about? It's when there are less than 6 images used by the seller on a product listing page, and there's a video. It used to open up another slot for an influencer video. So it'd be 5 images, 2 videos, but one would be an influencer slot. And that is no more anymore. However, one thing that they have opened up is influencer slots in the top carousel for additional categories that didn't used to have that, like clothing and shoes. And so now there are more opportunities for clothing and shoes to get your videos placed in that top carousel versus just having it be in the bottom. So for me, I always kind of deprioritize the shoes and the clothing items that I would purchase from Amazon, because I'm like, well, they're not going to get in the top carousel. They are on mobile, but not on desktop. It's just a totally different look. But now they are, right? We just went through the sunglasses example, and that's technically in the clothing and shoes category. And we're seeing those influencer videos on the top carousel. So yes, that's when one thing goes away, something new comes, and we just have to pivot, right? Because Amazon's always changing. They're always changing things. And so I think it's really important that if you are wanting to stay in this program and make sure that you are earning, you just need to be ready to adapt and kind of readjust your strategy, So like I said, when one thing goes away, look to see how can you pivot to make what is going on work well for you. Or I always go, when Amazon changes something, I always go and I look at my data and I say, okay, what am I learning, or what have I learned from this data now moving forward with, this feature is gone, or this feature has been added by Amazon. How can I take my data and incorporate into whatever the new change is? And then I run with that. So that's part of the reason why I continue to do these lives and continue to do the trainings, is because, again, Amazon's always changing, but at the same time, the overall program is still here. The overall idea of how to create content and how to tag things and how often to post and all that good stuff, that's still all the same, right? There's just little tweaks and things, like with Creator Connections. Creator Connections has been around for over 2 years. Okay. I've been doing these campaigns for a long time. The thing to note is that now it's just bigger. So there's, instead of 500 campaigns from sellers, there's over 10,000 campaigns from sellers. And that means that sellers are getting better at listing campaigns. There's more opportunity for us. And Amazon loves promoting these because they're not the ones that are paying that extra commission. It's the sellers, right? So some door closes, some other door opens, or whatever that saying is. I'll stay upset about something for a couple minutes, but after that, I really just try to get over it and move on and figure out okay, How do I pivot? How do I change that? So I encourage you all to do the same thing as well. So I'm going to wrap this up. If anyone wants to grab the course, it's right there. It'll be on sale for 50% off here at $497 for the next 48 hours. I know people are asking about an advanced class and advanced training, and there is also a video that walks you through exactly like what's all in the course, right? So that video is linked to on the homepage of this YouTube channel. So if you just click on my name under like the YouTube channel here when you get off, just search for Influence and Earn course, and you'll see a whole video of me walking you through what's all included in there. And even since I created that video, there are more bonuses. So actually, if you go scan this QR code, go to the page. If you scroll down a little bit, it'll let you expand and you can see all the different lessons and modules and all that good stuff of what's all included. So there's nothing hidden. There's no, I'm very transparent here. So what you see is what you get. There's the course. I hope this has been helpful. If it has been helpful, feel free to give me a thumbs up. I will be here doing the exact same thing, same time next week. And next week, we are going to talk about, what are we talking about? We're talking about how to repurpose our content, basically how to earn more with the content that you've already created. So we're going to talk about like how to repurpose. We're going to talk about YouTube. We're going to talk more about creator connections. We're going to talk about Amazon offsite and how to really like take this content that you're earning. Because this was always a big thing for me. When I started creating the content for Amazon, it was like I was so laser focused. These videos are for Amazon. I'm creating them for Amazon. I'm picking products because I want to earn on Amazon. Like this is all very focused. And then, then I kind of took a step back and was like, I'm creating all this content and it only lives on Amazon. There has to be more opportunity for me to use this content that I already have on Amazon and put it elsewhere so that I can earn more. And so that's what we're going to talk about next week, is just all the different ways you can take the content that you're already creating and kind of push it out there into different places, different social media channels, different ways that you can kind of create curations and idea lists and blog posts. And what can you do to take the content that you've already created and repurpose it and make more money using exactly what you've already created. So yes, one last thing. Sam says there are a bunch of people doing a buy now and get refunded after you do the review thing. I don't recommend that. I do not recommend it either because it is 100% against Amazon's terms of service and it will get you and the seller in trouble. So don't do that. A lot of sellers are asking influencers to do that because they think we don't know what we're talking about. But no, you cannot buy something and then get reimbursed by a seller. No, because it's 100% against Amazon's terms of service. Sellers know this. For the most part, sellers know this. They should know this if they are a seller, but it will get their account shut down. It will also get your account shut down if Amazon ever finds out that you're doing that. And here's why, right? Because like as a mom of 3, I feel like I'm always constantly trying to say like, okay, here's why, like, here's why we say do the thing, but here's why. We don't just blindly do what Amazon says. There's usually a reason, not always a reason. I am a mom. There's not always a reason, but there's usually a reason. This particular reason is because it manipulates the sales algorithm. So if you go buy something, and the sellers may think you're leaving a route. Not all sellers, I will say, not all sellers realize the difference between a product review and an influencer video. These are two different things. There's also a video on my channel that says what are the difference between Amazon product reviews and shoppable videos. They are two different things. But you as a customer, as a reviewer, as an influencer cannot buy something and get a seller to reimburse you because that manipulates the sales data. It's basically the seller manipulating you into buying something, which then manipulates Amazon's sales algorithm. So that is why it's against Amazon's terms. That is why you're not allowed to do it. So just steer clear of any seller that's asking you to do that. You should just immediately stop that conversation with that seller or with that brand because they are not following terms of service and they are not going to be a good long-term partner for you. So, All right, you guys, this has been really fun. I have to go. I have content to create. I got a couple meetings to do this afternoon. If you have not grabbed the free masterclass, make sure you grab it. If you're not in the free Facebook group, make sure you come join us over in the Amazon Influencers Honesty Exchange Facebook group. And of course, if anyone has any direct questions about if you're deciding, oh, should I invest in Influence and Earn in the course or anything, you all can send me a direct message or just email me at hello@kathleencoble.com. So thank you everyone for joining live. If you're watching the replay, I'd love to hear your thoughts and your feedback and how many videos you have and if this was helpful. And I will be back here same time next week, and we'll be talking about repurposing and taking the content you already have and monetizing it again and all the different ways you can do that. So thank you everyone for joining, and I'll see you next week.